Diane, it is 11:53 a.m., May 24th. I've just left the town of Twin Peaks, Washington. I'm taking Highway 2 near Lewis Fork, and I'm planning a stop at the Lamplighter Inn for their amazing cherry pie. There's nothing on the double R's cherry pie, though let me tell you, there was a damn fine piece of cherry pie if there ever was one. Still, Lamplighters is amazing. There's a definitive difference between the food in Washington and the food out here. Looking at it from a cultural, psychological perspective, I feel as if the more community-oriented life out here encourages each to bring their own distinct slice to Twin Peaks' own pie. Each has something to share. You get that, Diane? I feel like in Washington, it's all about the masses. How you present yourself must work with as many faces as possible, that the faces themselves blend together. Anyway, Diane, I finally figured out what these trees are called from Truman. Douglas firs. Gosh, what a beautiful name. Oh yeah, that reminds me. We also figured out who killed Laura Palmer. Diane, when I say that what was uncovered about the depths humanity's own evil could go, I mean it. Bob, I feel, represents this deep, dormant in that lies within every man, the desire of impulse and destruction. I think it is the deep darkness of Bob that preyed on Laura's killer. I see all of those figures of that realm as mystique, as spiritual archetypes of the self, if that makes sense. Laura has become the embodiment of the superego, preyed on and trapped by the dementings of the id, Bob. Diane, I believe the giant is the ultimate result of it all, the parlayer of the Lodge's inner toils, its ego. It'll definitely be irrelevant to the final report, as I doubt any of our peers, except Cole and maybe Denise, will have any understanding of any of it. You know Albert would lose it if it was all summed up to the dark recesses of the mind. While I disagree with him on the nature of the psychodynamic powers at play here, I think the synchronicity of the psyche with that of the reality of the case is too great to bear ignorance towards. I do believe me and Albert share a great deal of compassion towards the human race, in spite of my denial of Albert's humanistic perspective. But Albert holds a schema that cannot accommodate the reality that there is pure evil in this world, and all that can be done to it is to kill it in the heart of it. Diane, I just saw the most amazing rabbit trot across the road. Did you know they are called snowshoe hares? Now I know, Diane, you're going to say that a hare is not a rabbit, but I'm afraid that is something my schema cannot assimilate. Diane, a thought has come to haunt my head. It is the thought of Laura again. It's one of the many images of her I hold in my dreams, and I see her screaming. I cannot understand where cruelty has come towards. Why do women suffer so much at the hands of men? I question if Twin Peaks is what killed Laura a lot. Not unlike those who think that Marilyn Monroe killed Kennedy because society demanded that drama continue in politics. I think we draw ourselves into the realm of violence because culture demands it. It demands the women of the world to suffer in silence while we as men go on in callous pursuit of your kind's destruction for the sake of our own success. That is what culture thinks of gender roles. I think men are secretly women, anemas corrupted by a presence for vindication. By crafting a future with no heart in sight, we destroy without consequence. I suppose that's why I wasn't surprised when I heard the news about Denise, the choice she made to make the anema become her again. It seemed to me something so natural and so hard to accept, and I think she holds the deepest courage of all of us. Diane, I am stopping right in front of a llama led by a rowdy group of Norwegians screaming across this crossing. There must be more than 40 of them. Don't they know Ghostwood is all up in smoke? In spite of my original humanistic hopes for humanity, the naive wonder I felt for Twin Peaks, it becomes harder and harder for me to be distracted by the frivolities of life out here. It's so beautiful. I wish it weren't so destructive. I used to be a lot more like Albert, bitter on the outside, hopeful on the in. It's curious how completely it has flipped. I don't think I'll ever be able to do what Albert did to Truman. Albert was making Truman mad, Diane. I don't think his edges pricked someone as they did Truman, but boy, it was bad. And Albert just stood there and gave Truman complete, unconditional, positive regard. He told him he loved him, Diane, and he would never stop. And they stopped hating each other. For good. Months of it fizzled out in hopeful acceptance, Diane. I'm approaching the lamplighter now. I've decided that when I get back, I am going to work on myself before getting back into the force. I want to self-actualize myself to have patience like Albert. Become someone who can truly stop cruelty in this world. See you inside, Diane. I have so many tapes for you.